Tell me something. Why is money, why is power such forceful deciding factors that decide how we treat those around us? A house help does her job, a rickshaw puller does his job, they earn honest livings. The businessman, the principal of the school, in my books, they would top rank the dishonest chart. And yet we respect them because they have more money, they have more power. What is going on here? Is that what we are doing? Is that what you require to be rich and to be powerful, to throw your weight around, to demand respect, to demand, to be treated well? Just because the house help didn't have a fancy schmancy car and a fancy English accent and fancy clothes to wear, that deprives them for their life and for generations to come of any kind of respect and admiration from people like you and I. That's just plain unfair, and I don't like it. I have another question for you. Bear with me as I ask you this. Why do we wish to be treated otherwise if we ourselves put others in slots for life? Why is it that we have double standards when it comes to be treated in a particular fashion when we treat the person in front of us in the way we think that person is? That person may not be even remotely close to what we assume the person to be. For example, you may have a friend who you feel is very nice to you, always shares your bills, speaks and asks you how you are, and all of a sudden you find that slowly over a period of time, rather, not all of a sudden, you find that that person is supremely pompous, is always trying to show you and yours down, and trying to hog the limelight, snubbing you whenever the chance arises. Yes, you should take a step back and kind of wean yourself from that friendship. But should you be rude and should you be mean to that person? No, that is not something I would advise, or I would personally like to witness. But yes, you shouldn't subject yourself to such atrocities like being snubbed or spoken badly to. Having said that, if there is a situation, if there is an event which makes you realize that you could have treated someone in a different way, you should kind of introspect on that, because well, I do believe that you don't get second chances in anything. I'm not a huge fan of second chances myself, but to put someone in a slot in your life, I believe everybody changes. So if you knew someone a decade ago who was really torturously mean, or larger than life, annoying to the core, they may just have mellowed down, learned over the years, smoothened their rough edges, so to speak. So give them another chance. Don't be prejudiced because you thought they were who they were. Even now, everybody changes. Okay, everybody changes. A mindset churns opinions based on rigidity. If we change our mindsets and make it flexible and give the benefit of doubt to the person in front of us, the person who is going through our scanner, it doesn't make us gullible. Dear friends, it doesn't make us silly or country bumpkins. It doesn't make us any lesser than what we are. It takes a lot of courage. So if you make your mindset flexible instead of rigid, you're actually doing yourself a favor, because that war does not go on in your head where you're trying to single out that one word he said which didn't sit very well in your head, or that one action that she did which you thought was maybe not as okay as you might think it is. If you churn an opinion based on a flexible mindset, I guarantee you the opinion itself will be flexible, which kind of negates the whole idea of having an opinion. And that's the place where we want to see ourselves, where we want to see each other. So, try it. I'm going to go out on a limb here and tell you, let's all just break the chain. Let's impoverish prejudice, because the moment we stop having preconceived opinions about each other, imagine how wonderful it's going to be to interact with anyone without thinking in the back burner that, oh my God, everything I'm saying and everything I'm doing is being noted down. Okay, so this person, is frowning, so let me just note that down. Or, oh, look at that, he just smiled. Look, there is an element of sarcasm. Let's stop doing that, because first of all, I think it is nerve-wracking to continuously judge someone and then to have an opinion about someone who you may not even have had met ever in your life, because all on the basis of hearsay or on what someone else says, and then wanting to feel really good to be part of a wolf pack. You see how negative and how awful the whole chain becomes, and when it comes back and happens to you, you're like, oh my God, how could this happen to me? I'm such a nice person. Well, break the chain. I do it all the time. If there is someone who speaks badly about someone, for example, I know someone who's an atrocious dresser, but as a person, I think she's very sweet, wouldn't harm a fly. I met her husband recently too, and they may be hurting other people and affecting them, and it may be hilarious to watch, but they haven't hurt a fly. So why would you want to bring that person down? Because you find it funny, find something else to laugh about, but not the person, because tomorrow the joke might be on you. Prejudice is moral injustice. Don't wait for it to happen to you or to someone dear to you to know how it feels like. Why do you have to jump into a well to know its depth? Common sense kind of moves you in the direction where you observe what is happening around you and say, oh, this has happened, and look how bad this person is feeling, look how their life has changed. Not everyone can cope with the changes in their life, but you can change how you behave. You can change prejudice by impoverishing it, by breaking the chain. And yes, it is no less than moral injustice, and there are no two ways about it. There's no point in regretting when it's too late, so you might as well smarten up now. I have learned over the years that there are so many instances in life, there are so many examples where you don't really have to experience to know how to behave, where you see things around you and say, yeah, I'm not going to do that, I'm going to avoid that path completely. And I have used it in my life, and I am a much more educated, much more a worldly wise person than I used to be earlier. And the immaturity starts just shedding itself out of you. The next video, because this is the end of Impoverished Prejudice. I hope you liked it, and the next video is going to be the moral coping mechanism. I will not divulge what it's going to be about, so you will have to wait another week. Have a lovely week, and work hard, earn your living, be nice to everyone, and come back to me, and I'll see you on Friday, next Friday, 6 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Until then, stay blessed. Bye now.